Oh, welcome back. We are continuing the reading of Thought Vibration by William Walker Atkinson. I just realized that my Facebook was disconnected from my live streams, y'all. So if you missed any of the previous readings, be sure to check out the YouTubes. If you're on YouTube, hello everyone. I love you so much. Let's go ahead and dive in. It is a little stormy over here in Southern California and it's cold. I did not sign up for this. And so the Wi-Fi is a little spotty. Anywho, let's continue. We are on chapter 9, and I can tell that this video is slowing down, but we're going to get through this. We ended, obviously, with chapter 8. Again, all of the readings, the previous readings, and all of the chapters are under playlists under Thought Vibration by William Walker Atkinson. And last chapter was chapter 8. We are continuing to chapter 9, entitled Asserting the Life Force. A general awakening needed. Let life flow through us, manifesting in thought, word, deed, the expression of conscious life, affirmation, and exercise. Okay, that's like a little teaser to what this chapter is about. So, Asserting Life Force, chapter 9. I have spoken to you of the advantage of getting rid of fear. Hello, an advantage, it's a necessity, more and more. Fear will destroy you. Fear will destroy you. Now I wish to put life into you. Many of you have been going along as if you were dead. No ambition, no energy, no vitality, no interest, no life. Isn't that the truth? Are we living or are we dying? Do we know what we want? Are we going towards what we truly want in life? Do we feel like we're drifting? The book Outwitting the Devil is so powerful by Napoleon Hill. If you haven't read it, highly recommend. It truly is about that light and dark, the battle of the light and the dark within you. It is not outside of you. It is within you, and it is in the form of your thoughts. Your thoughts, how you think of things, is the source of everything. How you think determines the way you feel or the way you vibrate. And as we study these universal laws, how you vibrate dictates what you attract. We don't have to work at attracting anything. We just automatically attract to us all the time. But what is attracted to us depends on the vibration we are in alignment with, what frequency we find ourselves on. So just think about it. What thoughts, what emotions, what feelings, what vibrations do we frequent? Where is our mind frequently? That is where we frequent. That is the level, the floor that we are found, that we hang out at. So by law, we cannot experience anything that is not on that vibration, frequency, or floor. And if you haven't yet, please check out the Vibration and Frequency Masterclass. All of the information is in the description box below or in the first link in my profile, wherever you're watching this. The Vibration and Frequency Masterclass that describes how we can shift our vibration. We can shift our energy no matter what's going on in our life. Again, life happens, life will life. Things will be hard. We will have challenges. However, the way we think about it will determine if it pulls us down further, deeper, snowballing into something that is unnecessary, or if we come out stronger for it. Remember, within every seed of adversity lies within it the potential of an equal or greater benefit. But if we don't take advantage of that, it doesn't happen. And we see it all the time. And it's easier to point it out in other people, but it's about looking in the mirror, taking full responsibility and accountability for our thoughts. And we're not always aware of what we're thinking, but we are very much always aware of how we're feeling. And so when you're feeling any sort of disturbance in the force, pause. What am I thinking that is perpetuating this? I remember Bob Proctor always used to say, when you are feeling bothered in any way, you are consciously involved with a negative thought, a thought that you don't want. That is not conducive to your overall well-being. And your emotions are just a signal. It's just feedback that you need to shift direction. And only you can do that for yourself. So I really like how he opens up with, talking about how he's been talking about fear, right? Eliminating fear. And now he wants to talk about pouring life into us. most of us, most people, maybe not you and me, because we've learned probably if you're watching this, you are in some sort of developmental phase or you're into personal development. So you're probably going after something or you have a goal in mind and you don't feel like you're completely drifting. You don't feel like a complete zombie, that there's absolutely no fire inside of you. Maybe you do. I've been there. I can still get there, but it doesn't happen as often or last as long as it used to because I know how to use the power of my mind. And wow, just talking to people all around the world, really, when it comes to not just like coaching, but therapeutically, I have front row seats and I'm so grateful to be able to see and hear just the honesty because most of us only hear about the highlight reels of people, on social media. But I feel privileged to be in a position where when people walk into the therapy office, there is no pretense. Like they're willing and ready to admit that they need help, that they're working on something. They don't have to put on fronts or airs. It's a safe space to admit, look, I am working through something right now. But newsflash, we all are. But not everybody posts about it, and you don't need to post about it. But just know, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Not that everybody's a mess, but like there are seasons for all of us. And just because someone's not going through a season right now doesn't mean they won't. And it's not to like threaten us. It's just that's how life is. And the name of the game is how do we cope? How do we manage it? How do we deal with it? Do we go through it with grace or are we a hot mess? Not prepared, not knowing how to regulate ourselves and manage our thoughts and our emotions and shift them. So he says most people go along life as if they're dead. And think about like you feel dead inside. You feel like there's no future. You're depressed. You're anxious. You feel stuck with no ambition, no energy, no vitality, no interest, really no life. And that's why we're attracted to people who they know where they're going. They're excited. They're working towards something. And it's contagious. So that's why it's important to surround yourself with people who are working towards something, because even if you find yourself stagnating, you can lean on other people's energy and vitality, just literally by osmosis. It's inspiring. So he says, this will never do. We can't go around with no energy, no vitality. You're stagnating if this is how you feel. Wake up and display a few signs of life. This is not the place in which you can stalk around like a living corpse. This is the place for wide awake activity, live people, and a good general awakening is what is needed. Although it would take nothing less than a blast from Gabriel's trumpet to awaken some of the people who are stalking around thinking that they are alive, but who really are dead, to all that makes life worthwhile. So he's really talking about drifting. And Napoleon Hill talks about in Outwitting the Devil that there are leaders. We're either leading our life with that ambition, with that drive, with the energy, vitality. We're working towards something. And not to say the road's always easy, but at least we're working towards something and it feels good. Even if we fail, it just feels good. At least we're doing something, right? That we're leaders of our life, or we're drifting. We're just waiting around with other drifters for something to happen. I'm a good person. Surely my time will come. No, it won't if you do not take initiative. I think someone wrote the other day, I don't know where it was. I saw it on Facebook. God, what did it say? Anyway, something about manifesting, and if we just use our thoughts and believe it should be easy, do we not have to do hard work? I think that people get triggered by the word hard work. For me, when I'm doing work I love and I work hard, oh my God, it feels so good. But I think hard work means stuff you don't want to do. Like that's how we read it in our minds. Our ego freaks out when we hear hard work because it's like, I have to do something I don't want to do, something that's not pleasant, something uncomfortable, and discomfort and getting uncomfortable is a part of growth. But I think it's to each person, you have to identify what it means for you. I love hard work, especially when I'm doing something I love. I am not afraid of it. I don't have any weirdness around it. It doesn't mean I don't do things with ease. It's easy. The hard work is easy and it feels so good. I know it can sound like an oxymoron, but like you have to decide what it means to you. I don't have beef with the hard work. I don't. I love it. But it's because I know what I'm doing. So if you're doing something you don't want to do, of course you don't want to do hard work. But anyways, of course we have to take action and work is required, but it doesn't have to be a drudge and you don't have to dread it. If it's something you truly want to do and it makes you feel alive, you don't even know it's hard work. It's hard for other people because they don't like it. But if you love it, it's not hard work for you. So he's saying that some people are just drifting around thinking that they are alive, but they're really dead, and all that makes life worthwhile. They're not really living. And we can fall into this kind of hypnotic, well, that's not a good term of it. Well, yeah, hypnotic rhythm, when we fall into a negative hypnotic rhythm and we don't even know we're in it. It's like the boiling frog. We don't know we're like cooking ourselves. The frog doesn't know he's boiling to death because the water gets turned up in increments and then all of a sudden it's burning and it's like, how did I get here? Well, we didn't notice it because it just kept slowly increasing our level of settling, of not feeling alive, of not having that oomph, the energy to life. We must let life flow through us and allow it to express itself naturally. Do not let the little worries of life, or the big ones either, depress and cause you to lose your vitality. And again, this goes back to our thinking. Things will happen, little things, big things, things that are really terrible. But we can't allow that to have it lose our vitality, like have us just die. We might be down for some time, but always with our eyes on the prize of getting up. Take all the time you need, right? It's not to bypass or pretend or shove down emotions or, not process things. But just know that that's a part of life and that it doesn't define you and that it's not going to keep you down forever. It's passing. Emotions are not here to stay. They are just passing feedback as to what's happening in life. We're not a victim of our thoughts. So don't let these things, take you down. Assert the life force within you and manifest it in every thought, act and deed. And before long, you will be exhilarated and fairly bubbly over the vitality and energy. So if you feel funky, just ask for one higher thought. You know how I have the image of the building with the different frequencies or floors from the basement to the penthouse and everywhere in between. If you find yourself in an emotional basement because something bad happened, that's okay. Life happens. But that's not a place to dwell or to start telling narratives about yourself of who you are as a person. Your thoughts will be wild down there because basement thoughts are not cute, but they're also not true either. They're passing. But if you find yourself in an emotional basement in a really tough spot, it's like, what's one higher thought than this? What's the first floor thought? What's the second floor thought? A lot of people make the mistake if they find themselves in an emotional basement, like, what's a penthouse thought? Like, I'm so depressed and lonely. I'm so happy and grateful. It's like, if you can get there, go for it. But just what's one higher thought? I've shared so many stories, but it works. It works when you work it. I remember I think I was still working at the office at my old therapy practice. And I was driving home and I was, it's like driving over the bend, another day. And I'm like, oh my God, days are passing by and nothing's changing. And I'm like, I kind of felt stuck. I couldn't really make a move. I needed the money and I didn't see a way out and I felt trapped. And I thought, oh no, oh hell no, we're not going to go down this road. I've been there before. And I thought, right now I can't see out of this basement, this dark place. What's one higher thought than this? Give me one open window, one ray of sunshine, one step up. And immediately a thought came to me you can go part-time or something happened. I don't know. And I was like, oh my God, duh, there's always options. Even if it's not the way I think, or it can be temporarily uncomfortable or whatever it is, it's like, there's always an option. Never feel like you're stuck. So anyways, ask for one higher thought. If you find yourself depressed, don't let it take you down. Assert your life force. Manifest it with every thought, every act, every deed. And as you incrementally climb up to higher thoughts, one by one, you'll feel your vitality and energy coming towards you. Okay? All right, well, let's continue on the next reading. I'm going to have to break this up into 2 parts, so we will finish, and it's almost done. So this is part 1 of chapter 9, entitled Asserting the Life Force. This is from the book Thought Vibration by William Walker Atkinson. Again, if you missed any of the previous readings, they are all on the playlists on YouTube. Go ahead and check it out. All of the links are in my profile, wherever you're at. Check out the Vibration and Frequency Masterclass if you're interested. I also have a new free audio. It's a confidence audio track. So it's a tapping audio that'll guide you through. You just follow my voice and you tap on the meridian points. And there's also a new tutorial, EFT tutorial on my YouTube channel as well. So enjoy all of that, y'all. We will continue part 2 of chapter 9 on the next reading. I hope you're enjoying this. Thank you again for all your love and support, all of your comments. If you have any questions, just let me know. And we will